So Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 18, text 33, Dhritya yaya dharyate mana pranendriya kriyaha yogena vyabhicharinya dhriti sa partha satviki. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. O son of Pritha, that determination which is unbreakable, which is sustained with steadfastness by yoga practice, and which thus controls the activities of the mind, life, and senses, is determination in the mode of goodness. Yoga means to understand the Supreme Soul. One who is steadily fixed in the Supreme Soul with determination, concentrating one's mind, life, and sensory activities on the Supreme, engages in Krishna consciousness. So it comes to the same thing that we were just speaking now in our Bhagavatam class, the intelligence, that the intelligence is the one that's driving the mind. If we actually use our intelligence, that I'm gonna fix myself in the devotional service of the Lord, then that determination is in the mode of goodness. That sort of determination is in the mode of goodness. The word avyabhicharinya is very significant, for it indicates that persons who are engaged in Krishna consciousness are never deviated by any other activity. So we have to strengthen our intelligence, as we were just saying, by good advice from the devotees, by hearing from the Shastras, even by chanting more and more, hearing and chanting, our intelligence gets purified. And that gives us more and more determination to continue the process of devotional service. And that is the mode of goodness. 18.34 Yayato dharma kamarthan dhritya dharyate arjuna prasangena phalankankshi dhriti sa partha rajase. But that determination by which one holds fast to fruitive results in religion, economic development, and sense gratification is of the nature of passion, O Arjuna. Any person who's always desirous of fruitive results in religious or economic activities, whose only desire is sense gratification, and whose mind, life, and senses are thus engaged, is in the mode of passion. So we might be doing even our puja and yagya and tantra, but if that puja, I want to get a good result, I should get pious karma, I should get punya karma, I should go to the heavenly planets, I should have a good, comfortable life, I should have a good material, like a very, whatever is our desire to be fulfilled, you know. All that is in the mode of passion. So any desires, and then I'm working very hard, I'm making a lot of money, or any activity I'm doing, which is going to make me happy. All that is in the nature of passion. Passion. Or it's going to make my family happy. It's going to, you know, that is all in the mode of passion. Because we want to enjoy the result, that we are attached to these fruits. So that's why we have the desires, because we want to enjoy this, that I'm doing something, I'm putting my energy and my time into something, but I want to get something in return. And majority of the world is under this mode of passion. You can see that. 1835, Yaya swapnam bhayam shokam vishadam madam evacha na vimon chati durmedha dhriti sa partha tamasi. And that determination which cannot go beyond dreaming, fearfulness, lamentation, moroseness, and illusion. Such unintelligent determination, O son of Pratha, is in the mode of darkness. It should not be concluded that a person in the mode of goodness does not dream. Here, dream means too much sleep. Dreaming is always present, either in the mode of goodness, passion, or ignorance. Dreaming is a natural occurrence, but those who cannot avoid oversleeping, who cannot avoid the pride of enjoying material objects, who are always dreaming of lording it over the material world, and whose life, mind, and senses are thus engaged, are considered to have determination in the mode of ignorance. So whenever we are morose, lamenting, we are very fearful, anxiety, illusion. So all this is in the mode of ignorance. Now dreaming, we don't only dream at night. In the night, we have night dreams. In the day, we have daydreams. This is our daydream going on, that we are thinking we are the body. In the night, we are pretending, I don't know, we are somewhere else, that we are in some foreign land and enjoying something, whatever. So that's our night dream. We have forgotten who we actually are, and we are identifying ourselves with something else. That's our night dream. In the day, what we are dreaming, what is our dream? Is that we have forgotten that we are the body. I'm sorry, so much in body consciousness. We have forgotten we are the soul, part and parcel of Krishna, and we are thinking we are the body and trying to enjoy this body separate from Krishna. That is our daydream. That is the illusion, and that is ignorance. That determination is in the mode of darkness. So practically everyone is there in that category. Practically every one of us, because we have become ignorant to our true self. And so the whole day, our activities are based on, I'm this body, and how can I make this body most comfortable? And how can I make everyone who's related to my body most comfortable? And so we're forgetting Krishna, that, oh, I have an eternal relationship with Krishna. That's our dream. Is that okay? Any questions, comments on that? No? Yeah. So, yeah, our dreaming is not only at night, it's in the day also. So then we can stop here. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.